Hello friends, in the last lecture I have started 1.5 Joan of Arc in unit first. We have been learning about one brave and courageous girl whose name is Joan, and we have learned that the war between England and France was going for near about 100 years. The large part of France was under the Britishers, but unfortunately Dauphin and the Robert could not do anything to protect some of the cities in the France. At that time, Joan, who had contributed in the victory of France in that war, she wanted to free Orleans, which is one of the few remaining cities in the France. She wanted to free Orleans city, and she was very hopeful. She was very sure about her work, about her success. Just she wanted permission from chief of that France, from Robert, but unfortunately Robert was not sure about that girl. He was not ready to give her permission. He was not ready to give her permission. Other officers in that kingdom were ready to go with her, to support her, and all were very confident about that Joan, except Robert. Ponzi convinced Robert that they should give one chance to that girl. Everyone tried to convince Robert how that Joan was confident and having strong willpower. She would definitely free Orleans from Britishers. Everyone tried to convince Robert, and everyone convinced that he should give permission to Joan for doing that work, but Robert was not ready to give her permission. Look what happened. I think that page number 31. Page number 32. Once again, Robert called Joan to talk with her on that decision. Ponzi finally succeeded to convince Robert. So Robert called Joan. He asked her name, he asked her age. Robert, how old are you? Robert asked. Let's start from that line. Robert asked Joan her age. Joan told Robert that she is 17. 17, so they tell me, means she did not know her exact age. According to her, some people would say that she is 17 years old. It might be 19, but she feels that she might be 19 years old. Actually, she doesn't remember. Now, Robert says, I suppose you think raising a siege means surround from all sides and attack, reviewing the forces. and surrounding a place. Robert, I suppose you think raising a siege is as easy as chasing a cow out of a meadow. Robert was commenting Joan on her disability. He thought that such work cannot be done by a woman like Joan. So he told Joan that she thinks that to attack someone is as easy as chasing a cow out of meadow. You think soldiering is anybody's job? Robert again told her that she is thinking that to fight in the war, soldiering can be done by anybody. According to Robert, it's not easy to take part in the war, especially for the woman. He was not confident about Joan for that work. According to him, women as like Joan cannot do anything in the war. So, he expressed his suspicion, his doubt on her, and he asked whether she thinks to attack someone, something by raising is as easy as chasing a cow out of meadow, as well as soldiering is not anybody's job. Now Joan, look, I don't think it can be very difficult if God is on your side. Joan is always positive. Joan is always hopeful. And she had trusted God. She had trusted the will of God. So she confidently replied that she never thought that thing was very difficult because God was with her. So she told him that it cannot be very difficult if God is with us. Now Robert grimly, have you ever seen English soldiers fighting it? In serious mood, Robert asked Joan if she had seen the Englishmen fighting in the war. He was trying to discourage her. So he asked her whether she had known anything about war, whether she had seen Englishmen fighting in the war. Have you ever seen them plundering, looting, burning, turning the countryside into desert? Robert again asked her whether she had seen Englishmen while looting the wealth, looting other people, looting that money, wealth, as well as burning the houses, killing, destroying everything and turning the countryside into desert. It means Robert asked Joan whether she had seen the cruel form of war, that the cruel activities in the war. Have you heard no tales of their prince, who is the devil himself, or of the English king's father? He again asked Joan whether she did not hear the stories of their prince, the stories of the Prince of British, who was the devil himself, who was the cruelest person, or of that English king's father. According to Robert, Englishmen were very cruel. According to Robert, English men were very ill-natured. They never think of others. So he asked Joan whether she had known everything about the nature of those Englishmen, about their cruel form, about their fighting in the war, about their worst activities in the war. Now look, Joan, you do not understand square. Now Joan again tried to convince him. According to Joan, according to her, some things could not be understood by that king. The king did not understand some things. Our soldiers are always beaten because they are fighting only to save their skins. To save their skins means to save their lives. Now Joan is telling Robert the reason behind their defeating, the reason behind their failure in the war. According to Joan, their soldiers were always beating because they were fighting only to save their lives. They were not fighting for their country. The soldiers in the France had not been fighting to save the cities, to protect the cities. They had not been fighting for the France, but they had been fighting to just save themselves. It means they lack the positive attitude, they lack courage, strong willpower, love and respect for the France. They had been just thinking of themselves. They were not fighting willingly. They had not been fighting with courage, with love for country. And the shortest way to save your skin is to run away. They had been fighting to save their lives, and according to Joan, to save their lives means to run away from that battlefield. The shortest way to save their lives is to run away from the battlefield, and they had been doing the same in those years. They had been just running away if the opponent became stronger than they. They had been just running away without fighting courageously with Englishmen. When they realized that they would not be saved from the Englishmen at that time, instead of fighting with them, they had been running away. And so France had been beating since many years from Britishers. It was the reason behind the failure of France, and Joan pointed that reason and told to Robert. But I will teach them all to fight for France. But Joan determined that she would teach all soldiers to teach for France. But Joan was confident, but Joan determined to teach all soldiers to fight for France. Then they will drive the soldiers before them like sheep. Then she was confident. After getting inspired, all France soldiers would fight very courageously. All soldiers in the France would drive the Englishmen before them as like a sheep. Those soldiers are not getting inspired. They were not getting proper guidance. But Joan decided to inspire them. Joan decided to teach them to fight for France. After getting inspiration, those soldiers in the France would fight for their country and they would drive the Englishmen as like sheep. You and Polly will live to see the day when there will not be a single English soldier on the soil of France. She was confident about her success, so she confidently told Robert that Robert and Polly would live to see that day when there would not be single Englishman on the soil of the France. There would not be one single Englishman on the soil of the France. It means definitely she would win, she would drive those Englishmen from the soil of the France, and she would inspire each and every France soldiers to fight for the France, for not themselves. Really, she was so hopeful, she was having positive attitude, just she wanted permission from Robert. And she told the reason behind their failure. She cleared everything. Now look on that explanation. What did Robert reply to Fonzie? This may all be nonsense. Robert told Fonzie he was feeling all those things nonsense, stupid. But the troops might just be inspired by it, though nothing that we say seemed to put any fire into them. Troop means, you know, a group of soldiers. Okay, soldiers, a group of soldiers, troop. Army of soldiers. But Robert realized that there was nothing anyway to inspire soldiers. So, by her motivation, by her determination, the army of France soldiers can be inspired, can be motivated. Finally, Robert agreed to accept this fact that she can inspire the soldiers of France. But the troops might just be inspired by it, though nothing that we say seemed to put any fire into them. It means he realized that no one would inspire the soldiers in France except Joan. Joan can definitely inspire the soldiers in the France. Even the Dauphin might believe it, and Dauphin had also trusted it. And if she can put some fight into him, she can put it into anybody. Robert realized that if Joan convinced the Dauphin, if Joan inspired the Dauphin, then she can inspire anybody. Then she can inspire anybody. Pay attention here. Pay attention in your textbook. Look. Robert realized that if Joan could inspire Dauphin, that lazy Dauphin, then she could inspire anybody in the France. Because Joan had such determination, Joan had such positive attitude, such strong willpower. She had ability to inspire anybody. Robert finally agreed this fact. Now Robert turning to Joan. Now you listen to me and don't cut in before I have time to think. Robert asked Joan to listen him, and he also ordered her, don't go from there before she had time to think. Your orders are that you are to go to Chinon under the escort protection of this gentleman and 3 of his friends. Robert again asked her whether she wanted to go to Chinon, whether she really wanted to go to Chinon under the protection of this gentleman and 3 of his friends. Look, Robert again confirmed by asking her that she wanted to go to Chinon with this gentleman. Joan, radiant, excited, happy, clasping her hands. Oh, thank you, Squire. At that time, Joan realized that Robert had given her permission. So she got so excited, she got so happy, and she folded her hands and she thanked Robert for giving her permission. Pansy, how is she to get into royal presence? At that time, Pansy asked Robert how Joan was at the place of him, at the place of Robert. Pansy asked Robert how was Joan at the royal presence. At that time, Robert asked, Robert replied, I don't know. Because he got a bit angry. He must have not liked that question, because according to him, no one would compare with him. According to him, he was only one greatest. So, when Robert asked about the ability of Joan at the place of him, at that time, Robert did not reply as he got upset. He declared he did not know. How did she get into my presence? I did not know. I will send her to Chinon and she can say I sent her. Robert replied that I would just send her to Chinon and she would say that he has sent, means Robert has sent her to Chinon. Then let come what may. Let come what may, let anything happen, I can do no more. Then whatever would happen, he couldn't do anymore, just he wanted to give permission. He wanted to give, he wanted to give permission and he had given the permission. That's enough. He would just send her to Chinon and he would say that Robert has sent her to Chinon. Then whatever happened, he would not take any responsibility of that. He would not take any responsibility of effect. Now Joan and the dress, I may have a soldier's dress, Squire. Joan again told him that she would wear dress of any soldiers. And the dress, I may have a soldier's dress, Squire. Robert, take what you please. Robert told her, Robert advised her to take what she would like. I wash my hands of it. He cleared her that after giving her permission, she has completed her responsibility. I washed my hands of it. He would not take any responsibility after that. Joan, wildly excited by her success, come Polly, she dashes out. At that time, Joan was so excited. Joan was so glad, and in that excitement, after getting permission, she asked Polly to leave that place to go, and she hurried from that place. Robert shaking Pansy's hand, goodbye old man, I'm taking a big chance. Then Robert told Pansy by taking his hand, by shaking his hand, he told him goodbye and also told him that he was taking a big chance. Few other men would have done it. Look, 8, he was having doubt. 8, he was having doubt about John, and he told Ponzi that few other men would have done it. Few other men would have done it, but as you say, there is something about her. But just due to Ponzi, he had given permission to her because Ponzi had told him that there was something about that girl. Ponzi, yes, there is something about her, good boy. Ponzi again told him that yes, there had been something about that girl. Really, that girl is so courageous, that girl is so confident, and she would do definitely something good in that war. In this way, finally, Robert gave her permission, and then she went to release to free Orleans. Here, this topic has been completed. Now I am discussing activities. Let's look activities in this lesson. Page number 34. Okay, now let's discuss English workshop. First activity, read the extract from George Bernard Shaw's play on Joan of Arc and fill in the tree diagram. You have to complete the tree diagram. You have learned how to prepare tree diagram in information transfer in verbal to non-verbal. Okay, verbal to non-verbal. One passage would be given and you have to prepare a tree diagram according to that passage. Joan of Arc, setting, period, location, scene of the given play, characters, main plot. Just listen. If not possible to mention all points there, then just listen and write down in your notebook at your home. What is the period? It's 1429, right? 1429 after period 1429. If written, then no problem. Location, Eastern France. Location, Eastern France. Location, Eastern France. Scene of the given play. In the court of Robert. Take the court of Robert. Scene of the given play. Court of Robert. Characters. Just take main characters. Joan, Ponzi, Squire, Robert, Stewart, Jack. Take just major characters. Joan, Ponzi, Squire, Robert and Stewart, Jack. Main plot. The war between France and England. The war between France and England, and take war between France and England, stop, about a courageous girl Joan. About a courageous girl Joan and her strong willpower. Okay, in this way you can complete the tree diagram. Now next question is very easy. I just explain, you do it yourself. Okay. Pick out from the extract of the play 2 lines that provides evidence for each of the following. You have to pick out lines from the lesson which would prove the following qualities. The confidence of John. Look which line would show the confidence of John. I would teach them all to fight for France. Take that line. I will teach them all to fight for France. Note down there. I will teach them all to fight for France. Second, you can take this line. The Dauphin will give me all I need to free Orleans. The Dauphin will give me all I need to free Orleans. Take that second line. Her courage, from which incidents the courage of Joan has been displayed. The squire's glare, just 1 minute. Neither frightens her nor stops her. Take that line on page number 29. The squire's glare neither frightens her nor stops her. Second line you can take from the same page. She really doesn't seem to be afraid of anything. She really doesn't seem to be afraid of anything. She really doesn't seem to be afraid of anything. Okay. Her optimism means positive attitude. From which line her positive attitude has been displayed. Take sentence. I don't think it can be very difficult if God is on your side. I don't think it can be very difficult if God is on your side. Take that one line. That line shows her positive attitude. I don't think it can be very difficult if God is on your side. Second line you can take. If she can put some fight into him, if she can put some fight into him, she can put it into anybody. If she can put some fight into him, she can put it into anybody. In this way, we have to find out the sentences which would prove the given points. Now her determination, her patriotism. Patriotism, you know, the love, the respect for the country. Okay, you find out two lines to prove these points. Okay. Now, third question I take from the extract. Find out the following are compared to. From the extract, find what the followings are compared to and why so. First sentence is there. As easy as chasing a cow. Take as easy as chasing a cow out of a meadow. As easy as chasing a cow out of a meadow. Just take comparison. As mad as Joan because Joan was planning to go to Dauphin. As mad as Joan. Just 1 minute. I take I give explanation of first. As easy as chasing a cow out of meadow, because Joan is a poor peasant girl, and so she might have done this activity. And so she was thinking that soldiering is easy as chasing a cow out of meadow. In this way, you write explanation. As mad as Joan, because Joan was planning to go to Dauphin, which was impossible for her. As mad as Joan, because Joan was planning to go to Dauphin, to free Orleans. According to Robert, it was very impossible for her. The Dauphin Chinon is like a rat in a corner, because he had given up and refused to fight to save his cities and citizens. The Dauphin Chinon is like a rat in a corner, because he had given up and refused to fight to save his country. The soldiers will be driven away like sheep. The soldiers will be driven away like sheep, because they would be inspired to fight for the country. Because they would be inspired to fight for the country in this way. Now next, Joan of Arc is a bit of miracle, because she was courageous, confident and determined to free Orleans. Joan of Arc is a bit of miracle, because she was courageous, confident and determined to free Orleans. Okay. Now, fifth activity I take. Using a dictionary, find the difference between the following pairs of phrases. Make sentences of your own with each of them. I would just tell meanings of given phrases. You use these phrases in your own sentences. Okay. Cut in the meaning to interrupt. T-R-U-P-T. T-R-U-P-T. To interrupt. Cut in means to interrupt. To become barrier in someone's path. Cut in, interrupt. Cut out, to stop something. Take meaning properly. To stop something. You use these phrases in your own sentences. Beheld by. To grip, or before also. Beheld up, to wait, oblique to delay. To wait, oblique to delay. D-E-L-A-Y. To wait, oblique to delay. Run away, to leave or escape. Run away, to leave. L-E-A-V, to leave or escape. E-S-C-A-P, escape. Run for, to achieve or to get something. To achieve or to get something. Next, be known as renowned or famous. Be known as renowned, R-E-N-O-W-N-E. Renowned or famous. Renowned or famous. Be known for, to be famous for. To be known for, to be famous for. Be known for, to be famous for. Go with a company. A company. Go after, to chase, to follow or pursue. To chase, to follow or to pursue. Put fire into, to inspire. To inspire, to motivate. To inspire, to motivate. Put fire out, extinguish. extinguish. To put fire out, extinguish. Okay. These are the meanings of the given phrases. You have to use these phrases in your own sentences. I have told meanings. You use these phrases in your own sentences. Now I am taking grammar activity. Question number 8a. Let's learn about grammar. Negative sentence. Make the following sentences affirmative without change of meaning. Look, you must have learned affirmative into negative and negative into affirmative. While converting affirmative into negative and negative into affirmative, the root meaning of original sentence must be constant. You have to just change the form, negative into positive and positive into negative. First sentence, I am not so sure now. It's negative. What could be affirmative? I am not so sure. I am unsure now. I am unsure now. I am not so sure now. I am unsure now. Negative. He will not be able to stop them. He will not be able to stop them. We can take he will fail to stop them. He will fail to stop them. He will fail to stop them. Or he will be unable to stop them. In both ways we can write this. He will fail to stop them. He will be unable to stop them. He will be unable to stop them. I don't remember. Remove don't. Take opposite of remember. I forget. I forget. I don't remember. Remove. Don't convert remember into forget. I forget. I can do no more. I am unable to do more. I am unable to do more. I am unable to do more. Write down properly. Just we have to change the form, but meanings of both sentences must be constant. Sir, do not anger her. Sir, do not anger her. Sir, avoid angering her. Sir, avoid angering her. Sir, avoid angering her. Or avoid getting angry on her. Avoid getting angry on her. Avoid getting angry on her. It's imperative sentence, so in that imperative form you have to make positive. I shall not want many soldiers. I shall want only few soldiers. I shall want only few soldiers. It's affirmative. I shall want only few soldiers. Okay. In this way we can convert negative into positive. Now, word class. We can convert noun into adjective, into verb, into adverb. Word forms: noun, verb, adjective and adverb. One word has been given: success, succeed, successful, successfully. Success, succeed, successful and successfully. Inspire, inspiration. Noun, inspiration. Adjective, inspired. And adverb, inspirationally. 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 Inspiration, inspire, inspired, inspirationally. Safe, noun, safety. Note down the words properly. SAFETY, safety, noun. Save, verb. Save, verb. Save, adjective. And safely, adverb. And safely, adverb. Harm, harmfulness. Harm, harmfulness. Harm, harmfulness. Adjective, harmful. Adjective, harmful. And adverb, harmfully. Yes. Harmfulness, harm, harmful and harmfully. Thought, verb, think, thoughtful and thoughtfully. Thought, think, thoughtful and thoughtfully. Thought, think, thoughtful and thoughtfully. Brightly, brightness, brighten. Brightness is noun of brightly. Brightness, brighten, verb. Adjective, bright, not brilliant. Bright. Take adjective, bright. And adverb, brightly. Courage, verb, encourage. Verb, encourage. Adjective, courageous. Adjective, courageous. And adverb, courageously. Adverb, courageously. Courage, encourage, courageous, courageously. Hastily, hashed, HASTE, hashed, hasten, verb, HASTEN, hasten. Hasty, adjective, HASTY, hasty and hastily. In this way, we can write the word forms. I just again read all words. Success, succeed, successful, successfully. Inspiration, inspire, inspired, inspirationally. Safety, save, save, safely. Harmfulness, harm, harmful, harmfully. Thought, think. I think that word has been missed. Thought, think. Thoughtful, thoughtfully. Brightness, brighten, bright, brightly. Courage, encourage, courageous, courageously. Hasten, hasty, hasty. Okay. In this way, this topic has been completed here with discussion of all activities. Okay. Now time is also about to over. So I stop here. I continue next lecture next topic in the next lecture. Okay, thank you very much.